Hello students, good morning to everybody. Today I am going to start my first online class because of this COVID-19. All the schools are shut and government has granted permission to start the class. So let us start the class. Today is my first class. I am missing you a lot students because you used to interact with me in the classroom, but today I can't do that. I have to explain on my own. Well, let us start with the class. Today I will be teaching you subject English and the topic is poem. Well, before I start with the poem, can you identify this great persona who he is? He is the Kannada poet, that is Basavanna, the greatest social reformer of Kannada, Basavanna, and the poems written by Basavanna are nothing but Vachanas. So today our poem will be Vachanas. Well, you all might be surprised that how this Kannada poem is given in English. And this is being translated from Kannada into English by another poet called as A.K. Ramanujam. And this translation goes like this: the temple and the body. And it is translated by A.K. Ramanujam. Well guys, what do you think? Where is God? Have you ever seen God? And what are the ways you try to show devotion towards God? Where exactly is God? Is God present? If so, where is God? So kindly give me your answer by texting in the comment box that how do you show your devotion towards God. Some may do prayers, some may do puja, some may do devotion in the name of God, like in the form of donations. So here Basavanna is always trying to give some message through the vachanas. So a moral message coming out from the poem. So let us see what exactly he is trying to teach in vachanas. He says that Basavanna, he is bringing up a comparison between the poor and rich people devotion. So the poor and rich people devotion. So let us all open your books and the poem third, the temple and the body. And it is a very important poem from the point of examination. So now let me see. He says like this in his poem: the rich will make temples for Shiva. What shall I, a poor man, do? My legs are pillars, the body the shrine, the head a cupola of gold. Listen, O Lord of meeting rivers, things standing shall fall, but the moving ever shall stay. So in this poem, Basavanna is expressing his devotion towards God, and he is telling that the rich will make temples for Shiva. As you all know that he is the devotee of Kudala Sangama Deva, that is Shiva. So Basavanna is the devotee of Kudala Sangama Deva. Well, while expressing his devotion towards God, and he says that the rich will make temples for Shiva. The rich are able to make temples for Shiva. They surely contribute certain amount, might be for the name or it's a true devotion. Only the devotee knows. But what at the time, what a poor man can do? A poor man who has nothing to do. He has nothing to contribute. Actually, he himself is poor. So at that time, our Basavanna in the first stanza says, the rich will make temples for Shiva. What shall a poor man do? So here the question arises. He is asking a question to the God. God, what shall I do? I have nothing to contribute to you. So how do I show my devotion? At that time, he himself says in the next paragraph, my legs are pillars, the body the shrine, the head a cupola of gold. So he openly says, God, why do you think that you need a temple to stay? I say that God is within me. He says, Basavanna says, here I refers to Basavanna. He says that God resides within our body, and he says his body is like temple. My legs are pillars. He directly says that his legs are pillars. The body is the shrine, and the head a cupola of gold. Like every temple has a tomb at the top, and that he calls it as a cupola of gold. He comparing head for the cupola of gold. He is not comparing, he is directly telling that his head is the cupola of gold. Then here, after expressing his helplessness towards the God, he starts to saying that why do we have to construct buildings wherein God resides in ourselves? God is within us. So why should we construct temples? People, why should give importance to those things which will have no value? But human body is a purest form. He is telling that his body is like a temple and God is residing in him. So in the next stanza, he says, listen, O Lord of the meeting rivers, things standing shall fall, but the moving ever shall stay. So in the third stanza, he is telling that, O Lord of those meeting rivers, where all the rivers meet because of the Lord. And he says that things standing shall fall, like a mosque, a temple, or it can be a gurudwara. The buildings are nothing but physical structures which may fall one or the other day. But a body, which is a spiritual body, is also going to fall. But the soul within the body will never fall. So he says like that, things standing shall fall, but the moving ever shall stay. What is moving here? The soul within the human body moves from one body to the other body. Might we have heard earlier that when we die, we come up in the next birth in the form of other person. So our soul will be taken and it will be introduced into the other person. So we have 7 janmas. Like that. That's why Basavanna says that the things standing shall fall. These are physical structures. Give importance to the spiritual one. And the spiritual one is the soul. And the soul is the purest form. So he is trying to tell us that the rich are able to make temples for Shiva, but what a poor man can do. So at that time we can show our devotion to our body, in the sense to our soul. By keeping housing, that's the soul houses in the body, and the soul is the purest form, and we can show our devotion by doing good things, by avoiding ourselves from doing wrong things. So his main idea behind this poem is to tell that do not give importance to the physical structure. Give importance to the spiritual things. Physical structures have an end, but the soul doesn't have it, and it will always goes to the abode of the God. What is abode? Abode is nothing, a place of residence. So soul, physical things fall. Might be a temple, might be a mosque, or it can be a human body too. But the soul, this is spiritual. A spiritual never falls. It always reaches God. So Basavanna in this poem is expressing his thoughts about helplessness, about how he is not able to do anything. He laments, God, the rich are doing so many things for you, but I, a poor man, a helpless person, How can I help you? How can I show my devotion towards you? So at that time, he does not compare, he exactly tells that his body is made up of, his body itself is a temple and God resides in him. And all the standing things will fall, but the soul reaches to the adobe of God. Adobe of God, abode of God, abode of God, in the same residence of God. Abode of God is nothing but a place of residence, so reaches to the God. Well, I hope children you have understood this poem. It's a very simple poem, and I have chosen this poem for your first online recorded class. I think you have understood, and moreover, I have one more important thing to discuss with you. Now, the most important part of the poem is that it has figure of speech. It has figure of speech, and here, as I read, you can all mark it down. The rich will make temples for Shiva. What shall I, a poor man, do? Here, what shall I, a poor man, do, is a rhetorical question. Then comes to the next part of the poem. My legs are pillars, the body the shrine, the head a cupola of gold. That is nothing but a metaphor, where the poet is directly telling that his body is a temple. Listen, O Lord of meeting rivers, standing shall things shall fall. So that is an apostrophe. Standing things shall fall. Then, but moving ever shall stay. That is an oxymoron. Listen, O Lord of meeting rivers is an apostrophe. The moving shall ever stay is a paradox. So, with that, I have come to the end of this class. Thank you, guys. And last but not the least, if you like the video, just comment it. If you have any suggestions for me, do comment it. Thank you. Bye bye. Basavanna is one of the humble and kind person